Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Time to bring the bass dirt.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making best.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180! Right there. I got it. Get hot!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And some space here. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Murray now to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And some room to run now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On first down, Drake. And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the turnover, here's Murray. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
17-0 our score after one. On second and 9, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
On the set. Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, right?
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On second down, it's Coleman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Garoppolo now. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Murray now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
You know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Murray with a 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That one good for 26 and a first down. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run with Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Drake. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 15-yard line. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Not today, you are. Not today.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find Switzer. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is down to 24. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They will run again with Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, it's Coleman. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go!
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing on first down is Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Coming to you, coming to you.
On first down, Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Cardinals on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Dancing to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Murray going to throw. He completes it to Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put it.
Here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 22. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a second and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. On the return is Peterson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. On first and 10, here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Murray forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Watch 54. No chance.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Running, it's Drake. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Murray now. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gonzalez good on the extra point. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go, D.
This is Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. So the victory here for San Francisco, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?